It's time for Think Fast, the speedrunning game show of fast times and sharp minds. I'm your host, Swoos, and it's just me today. We're probably just moving to a single host show for a bit, so if you're missing Sparkle, they will be back in 2 weeks, and we'll kind of alternate. The first couple shows will be a little different, but we'll be alternating. Tonight, Into the Future. We're looking into the future with Ratchet and Clank, sci-fi, and some retro futurism questions thrown in the mix with Torp and Killalombex. I'm sure everyone knows the rules, but just to be safe, this is Think Fast, the speedrunning game show. Our contestants will race for the best time in Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction 100%, but with a catch, I can interrupt whenever I feel like to ask a trivia question, and if a runner answers correctly, I'll take some seconds off their final time. There's no penalty for guessing wrong, but focus too hard on answering the question and your run might suffer. For everybody watching along at home, feel free to play along in chat. How are both of you feeling going into tonight's race?
I'm looking forward to this. There are certain splits where actually probably getting distracted will be the death of you. Sparkle reached out to me about this.
Out normally pretty well.
Sparkle reached out to me about this, about Tools of Destruction 100%, and the fact that there are certain things that have such a slim margin of error. This is going to probably just be like a crazy time.
I feel like in the long run, I feel like Bart might get more distracted where I'm I like talking in the middle of a run to where I can kind of turn my brain off most of the time. So I might not be ready for the trivia part, but I might be able to just turn off and run.
Look, worst case, you can guess, and maybe your guess is correct. So are you all ready to begin the run?
I am.
Sure.
All right, then let's do so in 3, 2, 1, go. All right.
Let's go.
So first question. Which month is the most common release month for Ratchet and Clank games?
I'm going to say November. I swear there's at least 3 or 4 games that released in November.
November is correct. There you go. For immediately 10 seconds to Torp there. Yeah.
Whoa, I'm in negative time. Let's go.
Basically. Yeah, I mean, holiday releases, I guess only holiday releases. I don't know the exact ratio of how many released in November, but it is at least the majority. So there you go. Or I guess
I was going to say it's at least that way for Pokemon as well.
Right, yeah.
So.
All right. Coming up, we're a minute into the run, and we already have one of the worst tricks in the game. We're going to jump into a wall. The wall is going to push us through, maybe. It doesn't sometimes, and that's unfortunate. But sometimes, if you ask really nicely, the game will let you through, and this is where you gotta say thank you, Tools of Destruction.
It did, and then it didn't.
I actually got our first try. That makes up for the relay.
Heck off, Robocops.
But yeah, with Tools of Destruction, there's a few interesting things that go on in this game. We're balancing a bolt route for the first 4 splits. It does not matter after that. But 100% is going to basically entail we're going to collect every skill point. The skill points are actually either little things you have to do extra in levels or entire measures of completion. So like we have a skill point where we got to make every variety of enemy dance. We got to collect every gold bolt, but then we also have certain things with like buy 1 ammo. So it really depends. This was a game released before PlayStation trophies were a thing. So they just put all of the completion metrics just within the game itself. Coming up on Cavalia, you know how I said we had like one of the most annoying tricks in the run? We have another one back to back. We're gonna take the time to kind of set it up now to explain it, because if we do it right, you're gonna see us get stuck and then immediately like launch ourselves. We're gonna be attempting something known as a hyperstrike proxy, and what that is when you do a hyperstrike, the grounded wrench swing, over an infinite fall spot, you kind of hang there for a bit. And that momentum that you have downward, because you haven't hit the ground yet, is kind of stored. And once you get pushed out of a surface that's an infinite fall spot, you're going to get a lot of speed out of it. We're going to use this to skip a little mini boss coming up. Well, you're not going to see the boss, so that's not coming up. This is the trick right here. We're going to get out of bounds right here. We're going to hyperstrike here, and it's going to launch you. You can get a whole bunch of speed where you can actually come through here. There's a big invisible wall that we actually typically can't go through unless we speed clip through it. So instead, you can just do some out of bounds movement and just boom, Leviathan is skipped.
Just like that.
I hope you guys were ready for math as well, because a lot of the weird physics of Tools of Destruction is pretty much based in like vectors and everything. So
Today is the trigonometry episode, and following that, this is not related to math at all. Which 2002 television show, this is science fiction, only ran for one season, then developing into a cult classic after being canceled too soon?
That's two.
If it helps, this show is very big on Tumblr.
The first thing came to mind is Supernatural, and that is absolutely not it.
that's definitely not it.
I think it's.
I just
it's
know
in
that
the same
Tumblr's
vein.
all over that one.
I don't know why I wanted to say Homestuck,
Nope.
but that's
That is not a TV
it wasn't in a show.
All right, there's going to be a cute little long, like a high jump that we can do here, where you store gravity boot momentum, and you can actually use that to just straight up jump up that. It skips having to turn a second bolt crank. Okay, the show 2002. I don't remember 2002. I was born in '99, and I did not really achieve that sort of like awareness or consciousness until 2003.
Yeah,
I don't remember that much of 2002 myself.
It is definitely something that like.
Is it
picked up
possible
later.
to do hints?
I'm trying to think on how I can help hint it.
Because I was gonna say like American TV stations maybe.
Let me see. It was on. It's on Hulu right now. Didn't debut on Hulu.
The other thing that's coming to mind is Invader Zim, but I don't think it's 2002.
Nope. It was released on just Fox, and it was months pretty much. It's the name of the show is the name of a bug.
Name of a bug?
Citizens of Kabalia, today is Tachyon Appreciation Day.
I don't.
I can afford to think about this because this trick here, all I just have to do is walk backwards.
helps me at all.
Yeah, I don't got anything.
Yeah, this is a tough one to hint.
Can I just say centipede? I just start naming bugs.
I mean, you can. It is a flying bug. Named after like the class of spaceship that the series was set on.
The only like space cartoon that's coming to mind right now is Bravest Warriors, just because I've been watching that with a friend of mine.
It's not a cartoon.
Is it Buzz Lightyear?
It's not a cartoon. It was a live action show.
Oh, it was live action.
Yes.
Oh,
It was like pretty popular too. I don't know why it got canceled, but it did.
okay. Also, this death here is intentional. We have a tight bolt route, and having to buy more Groovatrons actually makes it actively worse. That death wasn't, though. Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, I think I'll call it. It is Firefly.
That
I
makes
don't
sense.
recall that.
Yeah.
But
Is it bad, Killer? The first thing that came to mind. You and I both know what first came to mind when we heard Firefly.
yeah. Bad gotcha games are bad gotcha games.
There could be some basis with that. Oh yeah, the thing I didn't mention here as well is the reason why we die there is not only because of the bolt route, but this game has a special property in most levels where if you die at any point in the level, it will reset your ammo and device counts to what you had like when you got to like the last checkpoint. So we do that to get back to the two Groovatrons for the sake of easier routing.
Also,
And then-
bouncing off a curved object. Yay, vectors. I love where I can tell where you are just due to your commentary.
Yeah, I'm actually entering past you now. So a little thing that we just kind of did, like offhandedly mention real quick, is handful of these levels that we're going to be loading into, I've usually opened with a cutscene, were actually actionable during this too. So we can use this to get just a little bit further ahead in some spots. So I'm going to be able to do that right here. And it's going to spawn me basically right next to a lamp. All right, I made those guys dance. This is a level where you have to be very particular in who you make dance, because when you return to this level later, these enemies are not here. So you have to be very careful. Like sometimes, like there's enemies you only have one shot to actually get.
This is...
And we're gonna make a separate save here. This is not a marathon safety thing. This is just straight up part of the route. It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
I'm sure.
My boat route's not looking good. Not liking it.
Mine seems all right so far. Yeah, we're basically trying to make sure that we have enough to afford a weapon about another split or two from now. Stefan.
Walter Korkowski.
Oh, it's Walter. Never mind, my run's blessed.
I was literally about to say Walter, but I am not there yet. Kortog was a bit mean to me.
Alright, that pause there was just used to skip a weapon animation. So most Ratchet games, when you upgrade a weapon, what it's gonna do is it's gonna do like a little cutaway where it's like a little microwave shot of like the weapon, like does a little spin around, and then like the enhanced version of it. In this game, it's like about like 5-10 seconds per upgrade screen. So if you can skip those, you should. And it's pretty simple because all you just have to do is pause. My bolts are kind of dire.
The entrance to this
Coming into the Clank section now, usually the Clank sections are like really slow pace breakers. Not so much in this game. Clank actually has sauce. I'm gonna talk to this hill, and we just go up it. We don't know how this works. We just know that it does. And by that, I mean I'm falling back down it, unfortunately.
Ah, yes. That sweet time save.
Now, if we're extra good with this, we can actually do it more than once. Unfortunately, I don't think I was that good with it.
It's okay. I will try to get the
Clank hit it crazy style. Let's go. So if you hit this strat, what you can do is you can actually go completely out of bounds, and you actually escape the Clank section. What you have to do otherwise is like you kind of just gotta like go like move really slowly with Ratchet, swim through this whole thing around the long way. If you can break out of bounds with Clank here, then you can just kind of glide straight to this part, die, and it's quicker to do that by like 20 seconds or something like that. So it's actually a pretty big time save. It makes early game in this kind of a little bit rough because you have hard split into like inconsistent trick. But that is fast tune.
Hey, at least it's the start of the run.
I am praying for safety barrier to grant me the money I need to finish this run, aka I keep going in this run. Otherwise, I will have to do the dreaded Predator arena.
Yeah, it's actually not so bad now because like we have the Predator launcher as like the other method.
All right, how about this one? F-stop was a potential game mechanic for which 2011 science-based game?
F-stop? What does the F stand for?
No one actually knows what this game mechanic was. It was just like known that it existed, and it was all internal, and no one really knows. I mean, F-stop itself.
It sounds like an RPG mechanic.
F-stop as a thing is like a camera. It's like a camera jargon thing.
Almost
is it Fatal
like
Frame?
F-Zero kind of thing.
Okay, I heard camera and I'm like, what games do I know like that focus on the camera?
I will not say it. I will say it is not related to, like, F-stop being a camera term is not related to this game. So that is not like a hint.
Hang on, Clank.
Is it a Mega Man game?
It is not. It is a sequel to a
2011 sequel.
I would say is very popular game.
Mario Galaxy 2.
It is a PC game. Well, it was released on a couple of consoles, but it was primarily on PC, I'd say.
part of me wants to say Portal, but like I've not actually played any of the Valve games.
Go on.
Is it Portal 2?
It is Portal 2. I've got it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one really knows exactly what it was. Valve kind of just kept it under wraps because maybe they're planning another game at all. Who knows? But yeah, then we basically got the same as Portal 1, and then they added like gels and stuff. But yeah, people think it was some sort of like camera thing because yeah, f-stop is a camera term. So that is 15 seconds for Torp there.
Hey. Honestly, it's actually really good that we did this during like the auto, like during the time that I'm in the auto scrollers, because this is like basically an unskippable like what is this, like 5 minutes like Star Fox kind of section. There are actually skips that exist for these auto scrollers, but because the auto scrollers have skill points that we have to get in them, we have to play through them. So how this game works is one of the completion metrics for this game is actually beating it twice. So we actually have to do a New Game Plus playthrough, meaning that typically these auto scrollers are going to get done twice. Typically. If there's one thing you know about Tool of Destruction 100%, this is far from typical.
What is it? We get to do NNG Plus like 9 of the 22 splits we would normally do.
We skip half of NG Plus. Like, the NG Plus is quite literally mostly the grind. Or getting to the grind.
Mostly early game.
Come on, lad. We don't want to hurt you. We just want to kill you and plunder your ship.
I am not confident in this bolt route. I'm like a good chunk of bolts behind.
I'm about 1,000 behind myself, but like, Lookout should give enough to catch back up.
Safety barrier said not today. He gave me like 100 bolts and that was it.
Alright. I timed the shots. So the interesting thing as well about the ship bosses are once they hit their specific third phase, most of it will give a tell when they've entered like that sort of phase. They can start doing like basically like a much more threatening attack, but with the trade-off that they will reveal their weak spot in the process. What we're going to be looking for here on this boss, for example, is we're going to be looking for him to fire a laser. Like that. The weak spot's going to take double damage, and you actually want typically the boss to actually do the weak spot attack into itself. The bosses can only ever attack 3 times with the same attack in a row, only when the phases change. And the weak spot attacks only come out in phase 3, so your best bet's to just get a double. That's not so important here because the RNG of the attacks doesn't matter beyond like maybe like 5 seconds. But in later ship levels, it can be upwards of like 20 or 30. And then there we go. I got all the skill points gold bolts here.
Nice. How about a question to reward that?
Nice.
Earth being destroyed to make way for a hyperspace bypass is the catalyst to the plot of which novel trilogy?
I have important information for you. Come find the arena.
I have heard this plot before.
I only heard the trilogy part.
You want me to repeat it?
Yes, please.
Earth being destroyed to make way for a hyperspace bypass is the catalyst to the plot of which novel trilogy?
Novel. This is where I'm getting called out for not reading as much. Darn you, public education, making me get burnt out of reading.
I don't think it's a trilogy, but you know what? Stargate?
No, it is not.
No.
So trilogy is the official term of the series, but there are 6 novels in the series, but they still call it a trilogy. It is one of these like quirky kind of science fiction type things. There was a movie of the name of the first novel 15 years ago, maybe.
All right, Ratchet.
Oh, I almost made a mistake. I almost ruined my bolts.
Configure the teleporter pad to
All right, I got the Shard Reaper. I'm going to the arena now.
20 years ago. I thought it was more recent. It also has a text adventure game from 1984. And it was also a television series, but it was first a novel.
Trying to think of old sci-fi. Like, part of me just wants to say Alien, but there's way more than 3.
Part of me. The first thing that came to mind just like was I heard Rose and Galaxy, and I'm like, Hitchhiker's Guide, and I'm like, that is not it.
Wait, what'd you say?
Hitchhiker's Guide.
That's it.
Wait, really?
Yep.
The only thing I know about that is Hee 42.
Yep. That is correct. And yeah, it was it was originally a radio sitcom broadcast, then it became a novel, then a TV series, then a text adventure game, stage shows.
There's something
and a
else
feature
that
film.
went like the radio novel route too. Am I thinking of World of Worlds that did that too?
I think so, yeah. But that was originally a story that then was read over the radio. I don't think I have a question related to that. But Hitchhiker's Guide, let's do 10 seconds for Torp there. But yeah, it's a 5-part trilogy, and then a 6th book in the trilogy was written by someone else after Douglas Adams passed.
You don't want to know what I was about to say there. I was about to try to barter for 42 seconds.
That's a bit
should I
much.
be concerned, Torb?
If you had gotten it immediately,
Maybe.
I could have seen the argument.
I need to start getting some things off rip then.
Yeah, the like subtitle to the 5th book in the trilogy is it is Douglas Adams, Mostly Harmless, the 5th book in the increasingly inaccurately named Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy trilogy. So
That reminds me of like Spaceballs 2, or what is it, Spaceballs 3, the search for the second one or something like that.
basically, yeah, it is definitely a. It's not satirical. It is just like funny, I guess. Like I don't think it's written to be like a parody, but it is a humorous series.
All right, Killa, do I get this first try? This is the not very good trick.
No.
I appreciate the realism. Like, it's not even a pessimistic thing. Like, this trick just straight up sucks. Unfortunately, I'm the GOAT. I should probably be careful with this. The normal strat that I do risks crashing the game if I mess it up. So, in the interest of marathon safety, I'm going to be a little bit safer. Nine, 8, 7. So we kind of glossed over it, but what Killa was talking about before, like wall jumps off of curved surfaces, the shock ravager has an interesting property where if you don't move the stick at all and just hold your glide and hit fire, you can just use it to continue the angle and trajectory of like, I just said the same word twice pretty much. The angle and speed in which you actually got your glitch wall jump at. And you can basically use it to fly through specific levels if you can find the right glitched wall jump spot to to actually carry it. We can use this here to basically skip a really long casual level. Because this is 100%, I'm also going to be taking extra care to actually grab the geolaser. It's a gadget that we typically skip, but because we need it for a skill point, I'm bringing special mention to it right now so that I don't forget myself. I am prone to just like autopiloting because I category hop in this game all the time. Come to think of it, I actually also don't think we've actually fully properly introduced ourselves. Killa and I are both very significant pieces of this game's history in terms of the optimizations. And Killa has also been like my close friend of 5 years as well, and I would not have it any other way.
See, I'm the old one in this relationship, and that makes me feel old for some reason.
What do you mean? Respect for the
what I
fellow
mean?
competitor.
What, you want me to call you old?
You can both be old.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me be old with you. Oh yeah, fun little bit
I
of
literally
trivia for
showed you a
specifically
trick.
this level. These ships that are up in the sky like this, their cycles are based on your system's language, which means this is actually a game where Japanese is slower because there's technically a second ship that comes through that will always hit you almost if you're just doing it optimally on Japanese. Like,
I got second
why
try.
system language? I don't know.
That's strange. But you know what isn't strange? No, this is actually
Trivia.
the contents of this.
Stranger
are
Things.
Definitely something that exists in real life. Which of these games did not have a Google Stadia release? So this is multiple choice. I'll give you both one guess. If you get it right, you get it right. If you get it wrong, you get it wrong. Your options are Assassin's Creed Origins, Celeste, Baldur's Gate 3, or Just Dance 2022.
I am going to go on a limb. I'm going to say Celeste.
Okay. What do you think, Killa?
I'm probably wrong.
I'm going to say Baldur's Gate 3.
It is Baldur's Gate 3. It was
Yeah,
going to have
I
a
got
Stadia
one.
release, but then the Stadia shut down before Baldur's Gate came out. So I'm surprised Just Dance has a Stadia release.
Oh yeah, I should probably explain what I did there. This is okay. Remember how I said we have to do the auto scrollers? There's stuff that we do in the run where we only have to do 4 of the 6 of them. What we just did here is I saw Robo in the chat in like the start of this. I actually closed like the chat and everything when we started the run, obviously for like the sake of like the integrity of it. But Robo's actually the person that found this version of the trick. What we just did is we unpaused and loaded the game at the same time, which makes us actionable on another file for about a second. We used that to queue up 2 autosaves to force the game to save when there was no location in memory. What this does is it defaults to the first level in the game, which is Kerwin. So reloading, or basically creating that save, quitting the game before it properly loads, and then going back into it and doing Kerwin, it saves probably like 3 minutes over just doing the auto scroller like normally, which is like 5.5 minutes here. This is what broke any percent in New Game Plus wide open, and there's a version of this that actually got found for all gold bolts, which lets you also carry the gold bolts into another file, which basically is like revolutionized the game. That's actually the thing that brought me back, because I was actually not running this for a bit, and then I came back in December. All right, I'm actually going to need quiet time as well, because I'm going into Riken this will skip. This is going to be like one of the more impactful mentions of like being actionable during a black screen. So I'm going to listen real quick for that. I think I got it. Yep.
Nice.
Ratchet, can you please take care of Kronk and Zephyr?
It also doesn't help that I actually have game music on for like the sake of like,
Oh, yeah.
so it's just
same.
not us just commentating over like silent gameplay. It's gonna come back to bite me later because one of the levels the music still plays. That's another little hyperstrike proxy there.
We'll say
we
I
talk
do
about,
a
like, what
slightly
proxies
different
are?
planet. Proxies are, important. I wouldn't
It's a
say
practical
we should-
redistribution of X to Y. Do we gain height there though? I don't think we do.
Oh,
Is it really a proxy? I suggest we call it something like, I mean, we launch ourselves with the hyperstrike. Why not like a hypey strikey?
IP strikey. I like that.
I may have hacked myself, Torp.
Did you forget the geolaser?
No, I forgot to shoot the combustor.
Buy shock ravage ammo twice. Buy not full, and then buy one. Or do our titanium upgrades.
I may have saved it. I buy Ravager ammo and then went over to upgrade the
Buster. Let's go.
Hey, Ratchet, I'm gonna do a few repairs on Kronk and Zephyr. Then I'll meet you.
Oh, come on. Do the bounce, please.
Remember that you do need to get Cheapskate later, though.
Yeah.
Let's just say there may be a few.
Also, I gotta make sure I don't go back to Riken because I can actually soft lock the file.
That sounds not ideal.
It's not soft lock per se because you can actually get out of it. Through the same method that we just use to skip the auto scroller. It's just not that fun.
Well, with the vendor now, it's a lot easier.
Remind me to choke that parrot next time we see him.
It's like still like a 2-minute detour pretty much. All right, coming up is a little taste test of like the coolest trick in the run. This is Dino Grind. Enemies will give you rewards upon death in this game. And yeah, what if we do that with an enemy that happens to 1, touch the environment, 2, get stuck, and 3, we use something that actually prolongs its death while it's stuck. This is our infinite money trick alongside infinite other cool things. You'll see more of it later. This is the trick that breaks the category wide open. 3, 4. I also probably should have talked about ship jumps here. Similar thing as to how the wall jumps are. You can use the shock ravager to actually preserve the momentum out of like the ship. If you high jump while like standing on like the wing or the nose of Aphelion, which is the name of Ratchet's ship, you can actually basically just get a whole bunch of speed from it. We can use this to basically do a similar thing of just flying through the level. Using this here, I'm also going to intentionally waste nanoswarmer ammo because another typical Ratchet standard fare is we have the ability to clip like everywhere. Oh, not really everywhere, because this game's a little bit more restricted when it comes to clipping, but the nanoswarmers are actually really good at letting us do that. However, they bounce around a lot, unless you're on 1.
Let's go see what Quark wants, and we'll meet up with her later.
And then it puts it at your feet.
So we can use that to basically clip in backwards through here. Otherwise, you need to like sell a bunch of souls. You need to actually like go do like a whole like trek around the entire level, and then come around this way. What I'm gonna also do real quick is I'm gonna do an unpaused load here to skip the gold bolt. Like what's gonna happen is usually when you collect a gold bolt in this game, basically anything that forces the game to save, you typically can't actually like open the load menu for like a few seconds after because like the game's in the middle of auto-saving. If you collect an item in that unpaused load state, it does the save then and you still load anyway. So it's like a couple seconds time save. So we can actually use this to save a couple seconds here. This is important to mention now because you'll see another application for it later. This category is fun and it's a lot.
All right, well, I got another way for you to save time.
I need to make bombs and mortars dance. Fire away.
All right, we've talked about sci-fi games and books and TVs now. We got film too. Your question is, Will Smith, Nicolas Cage, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Sandra Bullock all turned down which 1999 action sci-fi film's primary role, instead going to Keanu Reeves?
Matrix?
Is that the Matrix?
It is the Matrix. Killa got it first.
Killa got me on that one.
Yeah, let's do 15 for that one. Yeah, there have been, like, reading through, like, the history of the casting for that. There were several people that were all considered for it. And, like, everybody declined. Will Smith said no, instead to do Wild Wild West, which was a choice. Leo just came off of Titanic and didn't want to do like a special effects film. I think there's even a couple more.
Oh, I have the Shard Reaper. But yeah, we're also at a point now we have nowhere near enough health to actually like survive like anything. So we have to be very careful with like fighting everything. We are at a point where we are perpetually one shot. That's like the fun part about like the fact that we haven't actually like fought. I'm gonna actually damage boost here so that I have iframes to work with. Okay. I have fixed my dancing route. So the fun part with like the route of making enemies dance in this game, you have no clear indication of like how far along you are on the route or like what enemies have danced. You kind of just have to know. So if you're like seeing me sitting there lost in thought on like specific levels, I'm trying to remember like what I have and haven't made dance. It's an interesting challenge to like juggle with this category because unless you're looking at like the route, you have to remember this. And there's like certain things where, okay, I need to make Zorthan dance. Zorthan has danced, so Zorthan's also going to be a really cool like demonstration of. I think it's actually present through most Ratchet and Clank games. I glossed over it in Dino Grind. Enemies throughout the series are susceptible to the terrain. If they too touch the terrain, they frickin' die.
Nice.
There we go. I have to grab the gold bolt before I leave.
Torp, I'm swagging on you for no reason.
What'd you do? Did you YOLO clip?
I know I'm behind. No, I didn't YOLO clip, but I did clip through the bolt door instead of taking the buttons.
Nice. So before I go, I have to jump up here because I forgot to grab this bolt. I actually have no excuse on this one because I've been playing AGB when I haven't been playing 100%.
I will welcome any time loss incurred by you.
All right, so we're gonna go to Creeley now. We're visiting Creeley first to actually unlock the Pyroblaster, which is gonna be our carry for about, I would say, half the run.
A little bit more than half.
And now with the Pyroblaster,
maybe 5/8.
close enough.
I wanted a really arbitrary fraction for some reason.
Obviously, it's 7. It's like what? It's like 7 like 11ths or something. No, 7/12ths. There you go.
It's a good chunk.
So now that we're coming back to Sargasso because there's one cute little detail that I left out about Dino Grind. I said that you get rewarded things upon death, and if you notice, I didn't do anything to actually damage the dino. If you damage the dino with your weapons in this state, you power level them.
They may be. Oh.
All right. This one's got 2 answers. So you can both get one, or one person can get both. Which 2 2019 game releases have awfully similar names and are both set in space?
StarCraft?
Nope.
No, StarCraft is an old one.
These were both, they're not sequels. These are like first in their franchises. Their first release was in 2019.
2019. Oh, not when I'm going into Creeley. Okay. I hate to say it, I'm probably throwing on this one because I am in the worst split of the run. 2019 game releases. Okay, what do I remember from 2019? Not a lot. That was not a great time in my life.
No Man's Sky?
Nope.
I'm gonna be real. I don't have anything at the moment, nor do I have the capacity to have anything at the moment. So the reason why this split is such a demon is because it's one of those destroy all breakable skill points. Typically in Ratchet games, you have an item called the box breaker or something similar to that, where you can actually just break breakables by hyper striking in like just near it, right? We don't have such an item right now, and Creeley's the planet we only visit once in the run. So you actually have to come here, physically like break everything with like the Pyroblaster or some weapon. If you miss a single icicle, you have to go back and find it. There is no wiggle room for this skill point. On top of this, we're also juggling a skill point where you have to break a specific breakable with only the wrench. If we break that breakable with anything but the wrench, we automatically void the entire skill point. On top of also maintaining a dance route and another skill point. 2019 game releases.
Hint for this one of them is a Fallout spiritual successor, and the other one sounds like the first one's name.
Part of me wanted... Oh.
The sequel to the Fallout successor is like very soon coming out, / has just recently come out. Not yet. It's coming out this year though. It's coming out in
I'm gonna double check over here, make sure I got that. Yes, I did. Okay.
I am drawing all sorts of blanks.
Same.
All right, you want to call it?
I'm gonna hear it, and then I'm just gonna be like, oh my lord.
It is
Yep, same.
Outer Worlds and Outer Wilds.
Outer Wilds.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so Outer Worlds was made by, I don't want to get it wrong, some people that worked on Fallout. All right, it was just developed by Obsidian, who made Fallout New Vegas. So basically made by the same people, but yeah, the Outer Worlds 2 is coming out next month.
This just means I need to play more games.
It's true.
Same. All I've done is my silly speedrunning.
Well, luckily, science fiction takes many forms of media, and I mean, we've kind of gone through the main ones. So let's go back to literature. In the novel Fahrenheit 451, what does the number 451 represent?
How many books are burned?
Nope.
Oh, Fahrenheit? Like the temperature?
It does represent the temperature 451 degrees Fahrenheit. What is relevant about that?
Oh, something tells me it's got... Is that the one that's like, in regards to like the camps?
Nope.
Okay.
It is relevant. It's relevant to the plot of the book as well.
How hot it needed to be to burn a certain book?
That's close enough. It is just the general auto ignition point of paper. So if paper gets to 451 degrees, it burns. Yeah, that's close enough. I'll give it to you. The novel also predicted... Oh, God.
I knew a little bit about 451. I knew a little bit about the book.
Yeah.
I just didn't read it.
That was a book that we never really were like mandated to read in school. Depressing segue into U.S. politics. I'll save y'all from that. People who live in this country know what's going on, but
Yeah, I read it in 9th grade, I think.
okay, I got the ice skill point. Demon's done.
But yeah, the novel also predicted the invention of earbuds, a flat screen TV, and the ATM, and it was released in 1953. So, cool.
Shout out to the letter R, by the way. Sorry for interrupting.
Oh, you're fine. I am looking
The C is
for
the best letter.
a good question, and I have a good question. I lost it. Hang on. Please hold. According to Metacritic, what 3 Ratchet and Clank games are rated the lowest at 54, 61, and 62 out of 100?
I want to guess
Q4
Quest for
slash
Booty
full
is
frontal-
one.
Q4 / full frontal assault and all for one, I think, are 2 of them.
Perhaps I can repair.
What did you say, Killa?
Quest for Booty.
It is none of those.
It is none of those 3?
Some of these are specific console releases of a game, not just the game as a whole. So that might have influenced it.
PS2 Secret Agent Clank.
That is one. That is the one that had 61.
Size Matters.
Size Matters PS2 had 62.
I don't think Before the Nexus would count.
It does.
Into the Nexus.
Before the Nexus.
Oh.
That is a Ratchet and Clank game that is on Metacritic, and it has a 54. So,
Surprised that one actually is on Metacritic,
Yeah.
being a mobile game.
Right. Yeah.
Not only that, but also like new phones literally cannot play it.
Fractured vector shell.
Because it was just so bad.
Way to repair it.
And the only other Ratchet and Clank game in the 60s is Full Frontal Assault. Everything is 70 or above. So, Torp got 2, Killer got 1. So let's do 10 and 5 respectively.
Did I fill up my Groovatrons? No, but I will leaving Visceron. Okay. This is... I actually love the fact that there was at least 3 trivia questions during Creely. Like, that was straight up me running on hard mode right there.
Like, I'm just asking what it feels right.
Okay, he's danced. I'm double checking specifically on that one. I have lost the skill point to that one before. Oh, I don't actually have enough Groovatrons. I'm gonna go back actually. May as well get these while I'm here. I should have grabbed devices before I left Creely. That is my mistake.
What's the point of these things anyway? Hasn't anyone ever heard of stairs?
So yeah, that's the fun part. Is like you can actually be off by like 1 Groovatron, and the fact that we don't actually have enough Groovatrons to actually make everything dance that we want to means we have to be very careful. We have to try to get as many things in one go as we can.
I'm hoping I haven't brain deaded enough.
Lock
Grab
in
that gold
a
bolt from
little
below.
All right, cool.
I almost hyperstruck there instead of the whip, and that would not have been great. I would have died.
All right, this one.
Gonna get this.
This one I feel you can get because you kind of mentioned this earlier. Which 2016 space game, initially having a disastrous release, is now rated very positive on Steam?
That's No Man's Sky.
That is No Man's Sky. You both got that one. Let's do 10 both. It doesn't do anything, but your numbers go up, so that's cool.
Hey,
Yeah,
if there's one thing I've learned from idle clicker games, number go up is a dopamine hit.
Sometimes.
every once in a while I see like a post about No Man's Sky getting another major update, and people are like, "You don't need to do this. We have enough. Stop updating the game. It's good." So I'm glad that they turned that around, unlike a lot of other games.
Real quick, I'm gonna take a moment to explain what's gonna happen here. We actually didn't talk about what happens with the pirate in general. The pirate doesn't have a handful of animations for specific things, so we've actually been able to use it throughout the run. To animation cancel, like collecting gold bolts, the rhino plans, stuff like that. We're gonna actually use it here. What's gonna happen is once we clear this decryptor puzzle, the game is going to try to update Ratchet's checkpoint whenever Ratchet is in range of this section. And it's gonna update to like the prison breakout. We're supposed to have like a really long like elevator ride, like we have to fight a bunch of things. But what if Ratchet is not in the zone to get the checkpoint? This game is very good with absolutely precise wordings because Ratchet's not in here. So if the pirate dies, Ratchet's checkpoint's not updated.
Looks like I was just in time.
We just skipped the entire prison break section.
We'll meet up with you once the coast is clear. Good luck.
And we also just animation cancel that by just taking the teleporter. It's really funny. Another demon split coming in. I cannot get hit. If I get hit, I have to reload the level.
Don't get hit.
And this level is 7 minutes long.
It's a 7 minute long auto scroller.
Ooh. Even better. You're just making it better. Every word you say is just.
Yep.
I know.
What's actually kind of neat is this is the only category that has the auto scrollers now. So it's actually kind of chill, even though you can't get hit. So it's
The
like
buzzwords.
slightly nerve wracking, but like at the same time, it's like that moment where you can actually take a moment to just like recenter yourself.
To answer a question, got it.
Perfect.
What are the 5 best-selling games on the PlayStation 3?
Always choose between certain death and probable.
On the PlayStation 3, I feel like GTA 5 has to be one of them.
GTA 5 is number 1.
Yeah. Infamous 2?
That is not on there.
I'm gonna assume it's gonna be at least a couple third-party releases or
I'm gonna
multi-platform
say
releases.
Black Ops 2 for fun giggles.
No. Let me check, but I think these are all, other than GTA, I think these are all single platform. I think one of them is not, but the other 3
Red Dead Redemption?
are. No.
I have tracked the
No.
point.
So out of the remaining 4, 2 are in the same series. 1 is an entry in a popular PlayStation series, and 1 has been remade 1,000 times already.
Last of Us.
Skyrim.
Last of Us is the remake one. Yeah, 2 in the same series. All 3 of these are PlayStation exclusive.
All 3 of them are PlayStation exclusive. Are the original? No, they've been remade. I was gonna say, are the original Dark Souls releases?
No,
Demon Souls is not a PS3 release, is it?
I don't think so. It is not on here though.
Okay. Part of me wants to say Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time, but I don't think there's enough traction for that.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank is
It's-
not on here.
It's regarded as the best Ratchet game, typically by a lot of casual people.
Can I say Uncharted?
You can. You're almost right.
Is it correct?
Uncharted 2?
Uncharted 2 is on there.
I'm gonna say Uncharted 3.
Uncharted 3 is on there. And then one more. It is a PlayStation series. It is a numbered entry in the series that goes back to the PlayStation 1.
It goes back to PlayStation.
Oh.
Final Fantasy 13.
No.
That was a good guess.
Yeah,
Oh, it goes. Oh yeah. Wait, that goes before the PS1.
that's true.
This might be a close one.
It goes back to the PS1.
I believe the first game in the series was the most sold PS1 game. I might be wrong. I know it was up there though.
There wasn't a Crash PS3 game, I don't think, and even then, it wouldn't have been one of the good ones.
Nope. Yeah,
It
so
wasn't a Spyro game.
it was not.
It was not
game.
Spyro either.
Yeah, the first entry in this series is the best-selling PlayStation 1 game.
This is where I feel very called out because I know a bit of PlayStation 2 stuff.
Is it a God of War?
It is not.
Is it RE5?
Nope. It is.
Wait, no, RE5 is multi-platform.
How do I describe it? It is more of a simulation game as opposed to like a action game or something.
Metal Gear Solid 4. Is that Guns of the Patriots?
That is not it.
Damn. Oh my bad. I just realized I got to shut it down.
I cannot say the genre of the game because it would give it away. But I think simulation is close.
First thing came to mind actually was VR missions for Metal Gear. Metal Gear is not a simulation game. I just heard
It's
sim.
not
I'm like,
Hitman 2, is it?
Nope.
I was gonna say I thought Hitman was like more Xbox related.
This game series had a movie recently-ish. Its genre is racing.
Gran Turismo?
Which one?
3?
Oh,
It's not 3.
5?
It is 5.
I'm pretty sure 4 was on the PS2.
Gran Turismo 5 is the second best-selling game on the PS3.
I don't do
Not what I
racing.
expected.
Now approaching Event Horizon.
I'm like, PlayStation had Gran Turismo, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure the Xbox had Forza.
Yeah, so
When you said racing, I was just like, wait, that's
like
the
the
number one
only-
PS1 game?
Yeah, so top 5 in order are GTA 5, Gran Turismo 5, Uncharted 3, The Last of Us, then Uncharted 2. So
If you think about it, 4 of the 5 things on that list either are 5 or add up to 5.
True. And then The Last of Us, which has had 5 remakes.
Exactly.
True, but
There's
it's funny.
so much 5 about that.
So Torp got 4, Killer got 1, so let's do 20 and 5 there. That's not the only one with
think
a
I
lot
have
of
the skill points here. I have been trained under Mr. I'm Eli TM, former contestant on Think Fast,
True.
but known as the Trivia Meister. I think that's actually where he got like the little moniker from.
That's funny. I'm glad to be responsible for that.
Him and Manto did one about 6 months ago.
Yep, earlier this year.
That was actually a blast to watch.
That was a very
I was
fun
actually
one.
so thrilled when Sparkle reached out. I think I got the skill points here. If not, then I lost like 7 minutes.
Yeah, you can gain that in trivia. That's not true, but we can pretend like you can. That's a lot of time.
If I lock in enough.
If you get everything right.
It's okay, Torp. I'm pretty sure you're winning in the trivia so far.
It is kind of close, actually. Yeah, so right now, Torp is at 1:15 and Kill is at 1 minute. So you're only 15 seconds apart in trivia.
I've gotten a lot of like the ones where there's like parts of it. You've actually gotten a handful of them where there's like the one specific answer.
Right. But we have a lot more questions, so... Such as... We gotta get a good one.
Please tell me I got everything. I got it. Okay. I tuned out halfway through Vertigree.
All right, this one's a good one. In Paul Blart Mall Cop, there is a standee advertisement for which Ratchet and Clank
I
game
know
in the
this.
background.
Tools of Destruction.
Yep. It is Tools of
It's
Destruction.
because it's the scene where he goes into the arcade and he plays Detroit Rock City.
I
used to love that movie as a kid.
That scene.
When I saw the
sold
Ratchet and Clank
millions of
sign, I was
copies.
like,
The pirates are attacking Kirchu City.
Yep, everybody bought that game because of this scene.
What can we do you for?
All right, that was too fast.
I would like to believe that that's the case.
Ratchet, we must get to the dimension.
Let's do another one. The Mechanical Turk, a thought to be robot, but was actually just a person, played which game?
Mechanical Turk.
Huh?
This is like,
Yeah.
this is old. This is like 1700s old, so not a video game, I'll tell you that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So,
I will take the L on that.
what are we referencing here?
So
What was the question again?
So the Mechanical Turk, which was a real life thing that people thought was like a robot or an automaton, but was actually just a person controlling a like robot shell and kind of just being a scam, played which game? Board game.
I'm gonna guess chess.
Jess is correct. Yeah, they kind of just fit a chess master in the like box, I guess, and made it seem like a robot was playing and beating everybody.
The Iron Rook.
It was just a scam.
Makes me think of like the Iron Butt from SpongeBob. Which, yes, I know is based off of like the Iron Lung. It's just Iron Butt is funnier.
It reminds me of like the one short I've seen, where it's like a kid in like a grand championship tournament or whatever. He's like, I'm not going to be facing you. You're going to be facing this grandmaster. And the kid's like, oh no.
And like you see the kid like start crying.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about because it's like that's like the thing I always like imagine when it's like the why do I hear boss music? All right, grab the skull bolt. It barely saves time here, but I'm gonna go for a thing that's going to make Eli proud.
Torb, I'm getting
What?
bad RNG.
Wait, where are you? Are you on Vertigree right now?
He's not showing me the blue.
Oh no. I can't say what I was going to there. What I usually say that skirts the line.
He's not showing his weak point.
Attack its weak spot for massive damage.
I would love to if he only showed it to me.
Now, basically, what the boss, like, the kill is on probably is, like,
Oh my god.
the weak spots on each of the guys is, like, some sort of, like, little ball on, like,
This one is 30%.
like, on their head or something like that. Fire. Okay, I've got all the Jacindu skill points. Wait! I have finally broke my own quota. I'm legally allowed to have a good Jacindu. Oh, hold on. Don't speak yet. Might have girl bossed a little too close to the sun there on that one.
Sometimes you have to. You gotta respect it.
Did I? Oh my god. Okay, I've lost.
Oh god, you got hit, didn't you?
I got hit and I didn't realize it.
Look, there is still time to make this almost 100% as the category. I will not complain.
Oh, I got it. Oh, no, I didn't. Never mind. I'm not even going to try to back it up. So if you could see for a moment, I actually got off the rail. If you enter the boss fight, basically jumping the moment the cutscene starts, you actually will be in the air above the rail, and you can actually double jump out of it. And from there, this boss has to go through its whole thing on the rail. You typically are sitting in this, it's like a little mini auto-scroller kind of deal. Once the boss arrives at the arena, all these things that are supposed to be like kind of catching up to you, they're not supposed to hit you right now. Once the boss makes it to the arena, any projectiles fired will hit you. This is why we don't actually do rail skip normally in this category, beyond like the version I would have done, which would have had me just climb a wall and then just come over the arena a little bit sooner. Not only that, but typically when you get hit by like certain things like the enemy's missiles in this, you get into like a knockback animation and in some cases just straight up splatted. And that stops you in your tracks in midair. It's very easy to die, which is why like rail skip is not typically worth it.
I am actually a little bit frazzled now because I didn't get the can't touch us, so I failed the visit clip to get
What?
and to
I have never died like that.
to get
I have
squished.
never. No, the missiles hit me at like off the rail.
I think, and conveniently timing, I think this is a perfect time for our first break of the show. If y'all are okay with
All right.
that, we can do that.
I just got to do the boss.
All right, let me know when you're about good, and then we can queue up a pause.
Well, at least I can do what rail skip's supposed to look like.
Hit me, please.
Oh.
Fight me. Alright, I'm good whenever you are, Torp, but
Oh, I might be dying. I guess I'm catching the rail. I tried to back it up. I don't know what's going to happen now. I think those missiles might actually start hitting me. I think I actually just completely chopped this version of the rail. Help!
help not inbound.
They're following me! Oh no! Wait, I think they blew up. Okay, I think I might be safe.
Famous last words.
I have never done it like... Okay, now there's just explosions. Wait, no, there's the missiles. Oh no, there's the missiles.
Torp, were you about to say that's never happened before?
I I've never done it like this. Oh.
Close enough.
I'll take the L here. If you're ready for break,
All
Killa.
right, let's pause in 3, 2, 1. Pause.
Oh, that's a very interesting place to pause. Okay.
Okay, we will maybe sort ourselves out over the break. We're not going anywhere in case that wasn't apparent. We're going to take a quick break. We have a couple announcements, which include you can catch up on past Hotfix shows, special events, and GDQ marathons over at youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with GDQ. Also, September is here, and that means discounts of 25% or more on 1, 3, and 6 month subscriptions during September. So if you're enjoying the stream, consider taking advantage of this discount and subscribing for exclusive emotes, ad-free viewing, and access to chat during replays. You can also always support the stream by sharing the Games Done Quick channel with your friends. That's free. We appreciate your support. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Welcome back to Think Fast, the speedrunning game show of fast times and sharp minds. If you're just joining us, I'm your host, Swoos. It is just me. We are doing a solo host sort of thing, so Sparkle will be back next episode. In case you forgot how the game works, it's not enough to simply beat the game the fastest. Our runners are answering our trivia questions as they play, and the more questions they get correct, the more seconds we take off their final time. Once again, everybody watching at home, please play along in chat. It's fun. Torp is ahead in both game and trivia, but the trivia is pretty close. Game, we'll talk about it. Are y'all ready to continue?
Yes.
All right, let's continue in 3, 2, 1, go.
I will say, I love the moment that I said I'm legally, I actually broke my quota of, I'm legally not allowed to have a good Jacindu. I have had a terrible Jacindu now. That was quite literally Chekhov cocking his gun. Alright, I'm not even gonna do any sort of theatrics or anything with this now. I'm just doing the rail. I don't care. So, about getting can't touch this.
I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely got it.
Yeah, I mean, don't look. If you never look at your stats, you got 100%. Source, trust me.
True.
If I definitely get that skill point at the end, that tells me that it got all the other skill points.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have a skill point that tells you that you have all the skill points. So if Killa does not get hardest score at the end of the run, then I guess actually I have to go back to look out for Fast and the Fiery. I do need to remember that. Basically, if we both somehow manage to invalidate the run, then we'll determine the winner by default based on how much of the run we messed up.
That's fair. Whoever has more percent by the end of the run.
I mean, a 7-minute mistake is a pretty big margin.
For all you know, Killa, I could have jobbed the dancer out.
It is a 7-minute mistake, but at the end of the day, it is 1 skill point. So, I mean...
Imagine invalid run versus can still validate run, but loses 7 minutes.
She has tracked Slag's trajectory to a fleet hidden in the Ooblik Passage.
Has to run NG++.
Oh, no. At that point, I would actually set up a file manip to just go straight from Kuro into Fast Soon, depending on what I would need to do.
Ratchet, the situation is getting...
All right, for not 7 minutes, but for a normal amount of time, what is the primary setting for the TV show Futurama?
Their spaceship.
Not just that, it is a city name.
I am not going to get this. I have never...
I have not watched enough Futurama.
Aww.
Cyanide would be disappointed in me.
It is
I just know it's like 1,000 years in the future.
Yep. It is a modification of a name of a city that already exists in the U.S.
Part of me wants to say Detroit.
Neither of those. Larger city.
We can't have anything in Detroit.
New York.
It is a modification of New York. The original New York is buried underground, and this was built on top of it.
Newer York.
You're close.
Newest York.
Neo New York or something like that?
Nope, you're getting there, though. It is simpler.
New York 2.
Nope, wrong way. It's a word before New York.
Did I already say New York?
No, but that's right. It is New York. We'll do
Fail.
10 more for that one.
The only thing I remember about Futurama off the top of my head, and it's just because I listened to Tom Sawyer by Rush today, was it's Saturday night. I have no date, a 2-liter bottle of Shasta, and my all Rush mixtape. Let's rock.
That's goals, honestly. I need that in my life.
Get in here and help, you yellow swine.
Instead, I've got my almost 4-liter bottle of water.
Oh, Ratchet.
I see. I know you're keeping track of things on bingo. Yes, I mentioned hydration.
Ratchet, did you have dying on Ooblik twice?
Know the coordinates to the Cragmite homeworld by accessing Krog's
Probably one each.
Okay, tell him to meet us outside the planet's stratosphere. Come on.
Dies to bad angle. Oof.
All right. I don't know what in the world I was trying to do there. Whatever I was cooking, the kitchen burned down.
Oh no.
Did you?
I was trying to grab the bowl from underneath, so it was just like the camera, like for like the Gold Bolt animation, was just in an empty like elevator.
Hey, I almost guarantee this is on there. I think I have good pyro.
Oh. I don't. I nearly died to Captain Slag like 3 times. All right. Next up is Repour. There is a missile skip we can do here. It actually loses time.
But does it look cool?
Yes, it does.
It does look
In
cool.
this category.
Is it worth
Do I do it anyway? No, I probably
Yes.
shouldn't.
Swag.
I did it during ESA.
It doesn't matter.
Except for I did it completely wrong and actually failed to spawn the ship, so I had to die anyway.
This reminds me of the time we did a Halo jump with that lump.
Basically, there's a very specific spot that you have to navigate to. It's like you maybe have like a second of like the state that like actually makes Ratchet get into that sort of like falling state in midair. You have to navigate to it blindly, of course. And you can use that to basically like spawn in the missiles like above the missiles here. And what am I doing? I can just hyper strike. I have the box breaker.
Listen, Torp, I have nothing to lose. I can play however I want now and not have to worry. For the most part.
Look, most percent is real.
All right. I'm going to make sure that I've got Groovatrons and stuff. Okay, yes, I have 3. My device shot is kind of really out of whack right now.
Ta-da! I got the bolt.
Oh, that is not the pirate disguise.
Remember to make a save on Repour. Otherwise,
Thank
you
you.
really can't complete the run. I'm also saying that for myself.
Yep.
All right, this one is an interesting one. This one's about kind of about Ratchet and Clank and also about the future. There is one game that Insomniac Games has announced that is not yet released. What is it?
Wolverine.
That is right. Marvel's Wolverine.
Did I make those crag poles dance? I hope I did. I kind of killed him a little too fast. All right, save before leaving, 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 save before leaving. I'm saving before leaving. Are you proud of me?
No.
I had to remind myself like 5 times. I'm trying my best.
Allegedly, Wolverine is coming out next year, so we'll see.
I can hear Icy chuckling in the background.
All right, 1, 2, 3. That is not it. What in the world did I just latch onto? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa, look at that. We flipped 10 times. We dodged so much enemy fire. It's like we're actually, like, kind of good at this game.
What?
I know, unreal, right?
No way.
That is not the right menu. All right, behold the coolest way to get a gold bolt in this game. We're setting it up right now. The best way to get a gold bolt in this game, not what I just did there. I actually had too much speed. The coolest way to get a gold bolt in this game. No.
Oh.
Dying.
I'm gonna go.
That animation canceled the bolt.
Oh, I need to save.
Save it before leaving, save it before leaving, save it before leaving.
That was very, very close.
I knew if we brought enough mention to it, we would force ourselves to remember.
I almost walked up to the ship.
All right, make the big fragment words. I'm gonna do this actually. I killed those cragpoles.
You know what? I have nothing to lose.
Where do I go next?
I definitely go for the double bolt proxy, even though it's slower.
Oh yeah, I know. I go to Report.
One, two,
All right.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that was 9. Okay, game. I guess
Did you die at 9
too.
All right, so the reason why we came back
at 9.
The reason why we're coming back to Report though is we have to make all like the guys, all like the Cragmite guys. Like we have to, what is it? We have to kill them all with a magnet launcher.
Right.
So behold, this is all of the guys.
Oh.
This is Billy.
Okay, well.
There you go. We put Billy in a net. We're gonna push Billy off a cliff. Think nothing of it.
Happens.
I'm sorry I have to do this, Billy. It's for the sake of the run. There you go.
Okay, imagine that, but I got both bolts at the same time. I got the speed, I got the bolt, I didn't get the landing. Which is normally the case.
And then for me, it's Nundak. Okay, it's Nundak, then Ardolus, then Mokau. Okay. I do my route for like the cleanup of any percent slightly different than Killa.
Yeah, you don't go in planet order, which is awkward.
It is weird.
It's wrong.
What if I'm feeling silly and whimsical?
Then you're wrong, and I'm sorry. Oh my god, Igliac, please. I get it. I dared to do this.
So now we have to learn our alphabets. Quick, everyone count with me. 1.
Alpha.
That's not the alphabet.
2.
E.
I forgot. We learn our letters and our numbers together. 3. Okay, I got everything dancing here.
Well, speaking of 3, this question has 3 answers. There you go. Great segue. Thank you.
Hey.
The Fallout series.
You know what they say about 3?
The Fallout series is likely the most popular retro futuristic game series. Where do Fallout 3, 4, and 76 take place?
Okay, 3 is in Washington, D.C.
That's correct.
You said 86 is
4 and 76.
Boston?
4 is Boston.
And then what was the last one?
76.
76. I want to say Jersey.
Nope.
This one's Jover for me. I have not played a single Fallout game.
76 is...
Kill it, enjoy your free time save.
Yeah, Fallout's my jam. I did not have a Gravitron. 76 is the one I haven't played. It's not in Massachusetts though, is it?
Nope. It is on... It's towards the eastern part of the U.S.
Teleporter cannons always make my sprockets tingle.
Okay, we did get all the guys, and I don't need to
You made me
do...
sad because you didn't include New Vegas, which is obviously Vegas.
That's too obvious. I thought about it. I was like, Vegas.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna know Vegas isn't Vegas. I think that's too easy.
Can we do it again?
New Vegas.
Futurama, New Vegas.
Oh, right. That's a thing that happens here.
The launch trailer for 76 featured a very iconic song that name drops the state.
Is it in West Virginia?
It is West Virginia.
Where though? I'm going to assume like Charleston.
I don't know exactly. It's kind of like just the southern part. It's like the Appalachian region of West Virginia, so just the mountain part. So most of it, but yep. 3 takes place in DC and like Northern Virginia-ish area. 4 is Boston and the surrounding area, and 76 is West Virginia / Appalachia. So Kelly got 2, and Torp got 1. So 10 and 5, as we do.
All right. Please be kind to me, Visiclips. This is another form of pushing Ratchet through a wall. We have at least 3 different forms. When do we have 4? This is a cute little, the game working as intended, but not in the way that you think. The pirate's supposed to keep us from entering that room, right? So if we talk to the pirate from the other side of the door, he keeps us out of that room. So he lets us out of the room. All right, you know what? I'm gonna give Icy one of his free spaces. Have your 4th bingo, my friend.
I'm surprised that worked. All right, Mikhail.
Oh, actually, you know what I didn't do? I actually did not do it. Hold on. How is it? It's like that.
Jarl Mogus.
I forgot to do it where I usually do it.
Bad.
Never mind. I'm sorry, Icy. Kill is gonna do it for you.
No, I'm not. That bingo space can be empty.
Do it for the bingo.
I don't get bingo. I
right.
get bingo.
So now what we got to do here on our duel list is we have to kill all the Corsairs, all the pirates that have the guns. We have to kill them all with our combustor. So we're gonna use our combustor to do this. Don't mind the weapon I'm holding. This is a combustor.
It's definitely a pistol.
I believe it.
We have a little bit of freedom with like how we can kill everything else, but we just have to make sure that we kill the gun guys with the combustor. So we're gonna get all these guys to hang one real quick because there's a skill point for doing that.
And that.
Oh, I am not gonna try hyper striking there because if I... What? I just saw a guy blow up. I think that wasn't a gun guy though. I think we're chilling. You have like a slight little bit of...
It was
You have a slight little bit of like wiggle room with the skill point with where we start doing it from. But I am going to be a little bit careful. I'm going to go get some extra ammo. This is a split where everything can easily go wrong.
That seems to be common in this game.
Yes.
Yes.
First the roof goes on, then nothing can go wrong.
Thing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong.
It wasn't
All right.
Torp this time.
To the treasure room. You'll need to find a way inside.
You know what? We're gonna do the funny. I'm intentionally taking time loss on Ardolus.
Do it.
Shout out to this zip line.
Oh, you doing that?
I'm like getting really pulled by this zip line. Oh no. So yeah, if you actually get moved by the barge off that zip line, you're stuck on this zip line until you get back to the zip line. Luckily, it pulls you back on. Whee! I love that. It only loses time, but it is so funny.
Sometimes you just gotta take the time loss for the humor. I mean, that's okay.
I willingly draw Among Us on world record pace, so I'm like the person to do this.
Excellent.
Definitely.
All right. Speaking of funny things, a 1979 Usborne Book of the Future predicted that the 2020 Olympics would be held where?
Tokyo.
No, that'd be good though.
Oh, darn. Wait, no, that's where the Olympics actually took place.
Nice. You predicted it as well.
I zoned out, thought like 2020 Olympics. Okay.
China.
Nope. This was a very, very incorrect prediction.
Greece.
Oh, you were not thinking fast enough.
India.
The moon.
The moon is correct.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
really?
Yeah, it's sci-fi. I should have guessed that.
Yeah, basically like a page of the thing is like the 2020 Olympics, like they'll be blasted off onto a space station and then there's going to be like a lunar high jump that's like 40 feet. It's like, all right, I don't know if this was a genuine like prediction of the next 40 years, but like it's kind of funny.
We were supposed to have flying cars by now, so
We were also supposed to have hoverboards.
True.
all we have are just segways. All we have is segways both out the actual handlebar part of it. I almost crashed the game. I saw the frames there for a moment.
Here, I'll find a
Torp, you on Kerwin yet?
page.
So if I did this right, we have legally killed everything with a combustor. See? This is legally a combustor. Shout out to Eli for that strat, actually. He found it on... Was it? I don't know if it was complete accident. He might have just been experimenting. And I got the dance route. Let's go.
I did not. What didn't I dance?
Did you make Captain Slag and Kirchu Guardian dance?
Yeah, I definitely did that.
Kirchu Rollers?
I mean, I'm gonna have to go through the normal culprits.
This is probably where I could actually get preemptive strike now that I think about it. Are we in the same spot?
Not really.
I'm getting the armor magnetizer now. And then on the way out of here, I'm going to actually throw a Visicopter. What's going to happen here is because the Visicopter didn't get destroyed, the game assumes that we actually just have the Visicopter out still. This is pretty important because this is the Visicopter still out. Ratchet cannot be aggroed by enemies and cannot take damage. We can actually use this to basically cheese the final boss. And I can also use it to cheese a skill point that involves not getting hit.
That seems reasonable.
I forgot to do this as well.
All right. How about this one?
How about some trivia to like take your mind off of like Panic at the Disco?
Of course. This one definitely goes way back, but many inventions of the future, well, now modern, including helicopters, submarines, and refrigerators, can trace their ideas back to which man?
Tesla.
Nope. Further back.
Da Vinci.
That is correct.
Okay, cool.
Da Vinci had a lot of ideas that they were maybe possible in the 1600s, but most weren't. So that's three of many.
And then I gotta get fast in the fire. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, the other thing that we forgot to mention as well, now that we have the razor claws, is this is our like really broken form of horizontal movement. You're in a grounded state for like a very brief time after you fire the razor claws in midair. You can use this to basically climb up walls really fast. You can use it to, as you can tell here, traverse over open air really fast. It's actually, Tools of Destruction is low-key a really cool game when it comes to like exploration because of this. All right, I probably should have done a final check on skill points before I actually went into Fast 2, but that's fine. I will have to have quiet time to listen for Missile Skip though. I got it.
Nice.
I have to grab the swing shot in the cutscene, which is why my angle is very skewed as a result now. The reason why I have to listen particularly on this one, because we both have game music on, because we didn't know which stream audio was being used for the stream. The music still plays during this. And usually our typical cues are like, you'll hear like Ratchet bonk, and it's just like a little oof, which is hard to hear when there's a whole fanfare going.
Right.
Okay, no, I need to have the heli pack out.
Okay. On the bright side, I don't think it's a pirate. On the bad side, it's not a pirate.
Yeah, the dance... Am I correct in saying the dance skill point's probably the second biggest run killer in this category?
Oh, definitely.
I would actually wager to say the first, because you can't even get to Dino Grind unless you get the skill point. I'm trying to think of other common culprits. Did you make them dance during... Did I get Seared Ahi? Okay, yes I did. I had to double check on that.
Gun drop it typically is a big offender.
But yeah, as you can tell, like these guys are not going anywhere. They can't aggro Ratchet, and like I stood like in front of a Tachyon laser, so we're just like chilling. And then this will be it for new game. We start doing Entry Plus, which is like a lot of cool stuff starts happening.
Well, in that case, we got.
Guess what I didn't do? I did not make a save on Ardolus. I know what I can do though. I can back it up.
Yeah, you can. It's
scuffed, but I can do it.
I made sure to make my save on Ardolus.
I forgot to do mine.
Alright, well, I get to play 1, 2. Where's my dancing enemy?
Because I messed up my menuing here, I'm going to select the Razor Claws from the menu there.
Let's go quick dog.
This is probably also another thing that we should bring up because it's actually kind of relevant here. Is there's also a glitch that occurs when you're playing the NTSC-U or PAL versions on an NTSC-J console, where because the game can't find the right model for Ratchet during FMVs, this will actually automatically skip the cutscenes because they can't find the right one.
Well, it's better than crashing at least.
It's usually the default option in this game.
It was a nice failsafe.
It's relevant here because there's like a 2-minute cutscene before like the start of a run, or in this case, the start of New Game Plus like another like 30-second cutscene after you finish Kerwin. This is actually one of those things where the Ratchet community has actually prioritized quality of life, where we've kind of like been able to do things to actually like have it to where nobody has to like exactly import a Japanese PS3. So it's actually a really cool quality of life thing. Otherwise, like it's stuff like that where there's actually slight version differences, and that's actually kind of neat. Shout out to exactly the Chinese version of Tool of Destruction, which has both models of Ratchet, so it's actually the worst version to run.
This is my fault.
Oh no.
What'd you do?
I assumed it was these guys, but it was not.
This plant has been shut down on the order of Emperor
Crush Shores Ortham?
No, I didn't do outside dino. I did cave dino. So I assumed that maybe it was one of the guys there.
So what you're saying is every single time I've been doing a 100% run this game, I have been flying too close to the sun doing that. I have always assumed by default that I get all the Sargasso enemies with the way that I do Dino Grind.
Alright, it is not any of the dinosaurs. Zordium's a risky planet to go to.
You would have gotten gun drop-ins, right? Enforcers?
I made the Enforcer dance.
Okay, so if you made sure to make the Enforcer dance, that's the
not Oobleck.
The wall turrets.
Reapor.
No, you had to have gotten dancing on the ceiling. Cracked poles?
Ratchet, we should see.
I'm about to go to Fast Tune just to test those.
All right, while you're working on that, let's do a couple. The train speed record, so fastest train, is 603 kilometers per hour or 375 miles per hour using which propulsion technology?
Is it
I immediately wanted to say mag rail.
What do you say, Killa?
Magnet train?
Yeah, you kind of both said magnets at the same time. It is magnets or magnetic levitation, but the fundamental force is magnets there, so.
In Japan, right?
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna real quick do this level wrench only. Ignore the fact that I have the razor claws out. This is the other variant of Kortog missile skip that we do. Most of the missile skips in this game actually get done by getting Ratchet into what is called a sliding fall state. Basically what it does is it kind of yoinks control away from the player to like slide Ratchet down. This is how we typically, like that's one of the ways that we actually typically do the missile skips. The other is just getting stuck in an infinite fall spot because it's a similar thing of the sliding fall state. The reason why we did it like this, we grabbed a checkpoint right at the end, and then we died, right? This is going to be relevant because if you hit both checkpoints with the wrench out, the game assumes you did it. We also went to go get the end to grab the Robo Wings because there's a skill point that requires the Robo Wings, and there's just kind of a few things that we need to do there. This is actually what the Kortog missile section looks like. It only took 3 different times of Kortog to actually do this. And that's Wrench Ninja 3. Look at that. So good with the wrench.
All right, as we're working
at this
on
point, I'm just going to get a Fast Tune.
Here is a harder one, I'd say. Shower curtains were the first product developed by which video game setting / primary company featured kind of deal?
For some reason, I wanted to say Nintendo.
Nope. This is a fictional company featured in a video game.
Black Mesa?
You're very close.
What's the actual one? Hold on.
He just took out 2 gunships. Alert the Emperor. Tell him we require reinforcements to snare the lumber.
Now I'm mad that I don't know the actual name.
It is not the Half-Life series.
Aperture?
It is Aperture.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I only
knew it
went
was Portal.
The steel
I
at
only-
the end, yeah.
I was like, if Killa's taking Half-Life, I guess I'll take
makes
Portal.
sense.
And I'm like,
I didn't even do the missile skip.
Let's do 20 for that one. Shower curtains are a low-tech portal from the outside of the shower to the inside of the shower.
oh,
That's like a quote from the game.
Well, I needed to be on the ground anyway, I guess. So this would have been the case.
so like, how many different forms of animation cancels actually have we shown with bolts? Because just when you think we've done them all, there's a new one. I need to check Rhino plans. I have everything but one. Okay, we're good. I'm on the route.
I swear I made this one dance. I did.
I don't actually have the Hollow Pirate disguise. That's right. That's one of the story items, so it actually gets revoked from you when you start New Game Plus. All right, so we've been around now. There's one more skill point we're gonna have to come back to later. We visit Kortog like a lot in this run.
All right, well,
And we're gonna go crash into this wall. The game didn't want us to crash, so it threw us a lifeline there.
very unfortunate that I definitely made all the enemies dance.
I believe it.
Citizen, this is your final warning. The knowledge contained in this hall has been classified as a threat.
I did all the arena enemies. I'm trying to think of what it could have been.
Floor turrets and laser cutter, thermo cutters, or whatever they were called on Nundak.
I did both of those.
Oh yeah, now that we're in New Game Plus, enemies also have a whole lot more HP. They're a whole lot more threatening. And also an interesting byproduct of Ratchet on being unable to be aggroed. These guys won't show up unless we actually disable God Ratchet. So we actually have to be a little bit careful because we, even with the second highest armor, we are currently in danger of being one tapped. There we go. That was a really good Kortog. I'm actually pretty content with how this run's going so far, beyond like the slight like route mess up and just Jacindu.
Hey, that's a good bit.
Oh, you know what? I think I know who it was.
Who was it?
I think it was Rogue.
Where do you usually make Rogue dance?
On Greeley.
I mean, I know that, but like which one?
The hanging one.
I always do the one right at the end.
Yeah, I don't think I did the one at the end. I think I got caught off guard by trivia.
Exactly what the purpose of the show is for. Let's go.
I know.
I have been trained in the trivia by Mr. Elitema.
Well, in that case, I guess I can continue doing that.
Finnegan O'Cortula.
In a common joke regarding perpetual motion machines, what is the most difficult part of building one?
Getting perpetual motion.
Yes. In the,
losing energy.
In the joke, it is definitely a riff on how perpetual motion machines obviously don't exist.
I could have sworn I'd seen something like this. I remember the memes.
This definitely does show up every time. There's like a, whoa, look at this perpetual motion thing that is not real.
Ratchet.
I always just think of like the, what is it, like cover yourself in oil, wait for it to rain or something like that. Wait, no, it's cover yourself in water and wait for it to oil.
Of course.
I don't know, actually. I would assume it'd be something with like actually like starting the perpetual motion.
In a way, yes, but not really. This one's definitely a niche thing.
It's definitely the loss of energy is the actual answer.
Yeah, I mean that's
Because
why
you can-
that's why they don't exist. But in this one,
Oh, friction.
nope, it is less serious than actual real world
Aw.
physics things.
Oh, dang it. I'll be real. I've already lost track of the question. I've gotten distracted by
Alright.
doing the Clank section.
Let's just call it. The question again, in a common joke regarding perpetual motion machines, what is the hardest part of building one? The answer: figuring out where to hide the battery. Because yes, of course they don't exist.
Yeah.
They're all powered by batteries. You got to make it look like they're not.
Okay, so I have to improvise this route a little bit. I forgot to make a save on our duel list, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 Reapor saves. Remember what I said before about how
Gosh.
I'm gonna save over this Reapor save. I'm making sure I also don't save over any of my practice files. And then don't save over the run file or else we'll be in big trouble.
That is pretty important. Yeah.
Go ahead, do it.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go actually just, I guess, go do the other one. Because I'll already be on our duel list. That's not going to complicate the way that I do this, right? No. Okay. Yeah, we're good. I had to think about that.
You just take your Reapor save and you put it in the oven. Then you out the hot food.
Oh.
Right?
I think this is how this
goes?
works.
Yeah.
It should just work so long as you're on the teleporter, right?
Should.
So what we're going to do here is, technically this game I think is constantly trying to give us Riken coordinates. And so on the other file, we are giving ourselves Riken coordinates.
Good old soft lock 5.
This is going to be important because coming up, I'm going to take the other, like these other Reapor files that I saved. I actually have a spare backup for this. That's why I saved 2 extra ones. Because you kind of have one shot to get this one. But I think I figured out a spot that works for me. It's what? Load fast soon. Okay. We trigger the Reapor, like, Igliak coordinates cutscene here. And what's going to happen here, both times, if we've done this right, we should have successfully smuggled coordinates for Riken and coordinates for Igliak to this fast tune file.
It looks like something.
This is the same trick that is used in all gold bolts to move gold bolts over to another file, which skips the auto scrollers. So if I did this right, I should actually have Igliak and, yep, Riken 5 coordinates.
Nice.
I am going to ask, what's the situation on time looking like?
When do you?
I'll let you know where I'm at if you want to know where I'm at.
I'm doing the Predator launcher grind right now. I mean, like, time-wise.
We're around 1:45 right now.
Oh, we have plenty of time right now. I'll probably be fine with doing time after I do Rakkar then.
Yeah, sounds good. Just let me know when y'all want to take the second break here. In the meantime, which novel about a monster is often considered the first science fiction novel?
Frankenstein.
It is Frankenstein.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Fun fact, Frankenstein is the doctor, not the monster.
But the novel's name is Frankenstein.
Well,
some people consider another novel called Somnium by the astronomer Kepler as the first, but majority consider Frankenstein as it.
Torpid died on Court Dog.
Oh no. Wait, where? In the combat?
No.
Oh, you didn't die on stinking bridges, did you?
No.
Where'd you die?
In the black screen.
Oh, you got hit by the bomb.
What?
I know. You got hit by. Wait, in the black screen.
In the black screen.
When you're loading Fastoon
Kortog.
on missile skip?
Yes. I fell.
Oh no.
I died.
Oh, so you actually have to do it like the actual like.
It's a good thing I know how.
Oh yeah, that was me, and that happened to me. It would have just been Jover. I kid on that, but like, it's actually like kind of crazy. Like, this is like actually this set of runs is actually a great example of showing just how thin like of like a margin of error you have on some of these things to do. Because like a death on Kortog like that usually can lose you like 2 minutes, and that's one of the minor mistakes.
It's okay, I wasn't already minutes behind.
Well, I got a good segue about things that are Jover. How much did the first release of Google Glass cost the customer?
$15.
That's Google Cardboard.
These are the proper glasses.
Oh.
I'm gonna assume probably 300.
It is.
That sounds about right.
It is much more than that, actually.
I'm gonna guess a
3,000.
1,200 is the closer one.
I just added a zero and hoped it worked.
1,500 is right.
Okay.
The first Google Glass cost $1,500, and it kind of didn't decrease like ever. Yeah,
Okay,
that did
gotta make sure I don't get camera locked here. I don't have the pirate to actually get out of it. We hit that there to start the gyrocycle section. We're obviously doing this on our gyrocycle. Don't question it. Like Mrs. Puff and SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom once said, do not ask questions you're not prepared to hear the answers to.
That's the point of my show, though.
That's now boarding. We have successfully cleared the gyrocycle section in what I don't even know what the time is. We cleared it in like 3 seconds. We're gonna come under here. We have to go under one of these fences. And then you just kind of like, he dances to death. You know, it's a little bit of a spoiler, not a spoiler, but what's the word? Foreshadowing, that's the word. For what we're gonna be doing in a little bit. As Kesha once said, we'll be dancing till we die.
Oh, that's not cool. Is that what the cool kids do now?
I think that's too far-fetched. I don't have a segue out of that one.
3, 4, 5.
Far-fetched.
6.
Far-fetched. Pokemon. Speaking of Pokemon. Pokemon exists in society. You know what else exists in society? Which 2 nations will be hosting the 2026, then 2028 Olympic Games?
Beijing, I don't know.
Nope.
I have not kept track of this.
US?
US is one of them. They're hosting 2028 in Los Angeles.
You know what? When in doubt, go for broke. Greece, Rome.
No.
Rome is not a country.
Rome is not a country.
Nor was it built in a day.
Rome is not a country, but
Spain.
Italy is. Italy is hosting in 2026 in Milan. Italy got both.
Actually, that sounds like it'd be a cool place.
That was a Pokemon.
Can I just say, actually, from like the 2024 Olympics, just that shot of like the one Turkish man who just no gear or anything, just went so hard.
Iconic.
Wasn't it like his wife just divorced him or something like that?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
He is definitely a like athlete. It wasn't. He kind of didn't just roll up, but
I know it was, but it's like
for a while.
It is still very funny.
He just kind of just like did like that, and it just went hard.
Yeah.
Like, isn't there a photo of him like 12 years earlier or something like that?
Probably, yeah.
Or like a couple years earlier.
Oh yeah, this is the second auto scroller in the run.
More questions.
We have effectively skipped half of NG Plus.
Amazing.
I'm glad you've skipped that much. I'm almost there.
We might actually have to take the break after I do Riken.
That's fine with me.
You might need to do it before Riken.
Just do it on the boss. Wait, we actually could.
I'm talking about Riken, not Raykar.
All right.
All right, how about this one? Which retro futuristic game takes place on the floating city-state Columbia?
My first instinct was to say Valhalla,
No.
but that is not it. I just heard retro futuristic, and I'm like, I know my friend like freaking loves that game. I had to catch myself there for a moment just because like I swear for emphasis sometimes.
This is a steampunk game. It is the third in a series as well.
Okay, now it's lost me.
Yeah, I need to play more games, apparently.
Released in 2014, I believe. Maybe earlier.
That's not going to help.
Released in 2013. No, nothing on that one.
Nope.
Nope.
It is BioShock Infinite.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
How about this one? From 1957 to 1967, Monsanto's House of the Future, yes, the weed killer company, was on display on which California attraction?
He's taking out our harvesters, Captain.
The Hollywood sign?
Nope. It is probably not a place you would consider having a House of the Future at, but they did.
I mean, I live in Florida, and St. Augustine has like a Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, so like I kind of have seen everything.
That's fair, yeah. It is something that still exists today. This the attraction still exists today. The house or attraction's kind of a not large enough word. Location, more like. The house obviously
It's
does
not
not
the mystery
exist.
spot, is it?
Nope. It is a larger scale thing than that.
The first thing came to mind when I heard attractions in California, I'm just like, the two big ones are like Universal, what is it, Universal Hollywood, and then like Disneyland, and I'm just like, those are not it.
It's Disneyland. You got it. Early.
How many offhanded remarks have gotten me these answers?
You just got to say what you're thinking, then you're going to get it.
I'm also not a Disney kid.
Neither am I.
Early.
The first Disney movie I saw was Aladdin in 2013.
Okay.
Oh no, I lied.
I
2014.
grew up watching Disney, but like I never like went to Disney.
Yeah. Early.
I went there less.
Early Disneyland.
I'm in the state.
Attractions in like Tomorrowland were very much like, this is a vision of the future. So this House of the Future was made of plastic, which was a new material like of the future of the time. They also had a microwave because that was new at the time.
Whoa. They probably had like dial-up internet.
In the 60s.
Yes.
They had a ton of trouble destroying it when it was time to like disassemble it because it was so sturdy. The foundation still exists today, and it's still at Disneyland of the House of the Future. So
they really broke the ground there, and not in the way they expected.
yeah.
All right, I'm entering Riken now, so I kind of, if we're doing any sort of break on Riken, I have to actually hit the missile skip first.
Just let me know.
So I actually have to listen harder for this one because I don't have the same audio cues. I think I got it.
Nice.
Yes. I have the thruster pack out though.
Ratchet, will you please take care of Kronk and Zephyr? It's been a long time since they've seen real combat. Just try to look out for them, okay?
We're gonna come here. We're gonna talk to the smuggler man here. We're gonna ask him what the holoplans are. Well, I'll be. He did it. We've only on this file collected one on this playthrough, but we have the other ones because they carry over. This is the other collectible we've been getting. We have the Rhino. This is the super weapon of the game. And to start off, the game wants us to just kind of pull the trigger, spray and pray. while we're here, we're going to also stock up on devices because this is going to be the last time that we're going to comfortably be able to afford devices. Where is the last guy? I didn't get the skill point yet, did I?
Uh-oh.
No, wait, where is he at? He was like stuck in the wall. Sure, I'll take it. Alright, so we're gonna aim for this hole. Remember what I said before, we're professional gyrocyclists. As evidenced by our gyrocycle.
Alerting Drawfit Detention Squad.
See, we're gonna go in here, we're gonna start the gyrocycle section. We're gonna decide that we're tired of actually riding our gyrocycle. We're gonna take a shortcut. Think of this like Mario Kart, where it's like, you just hit specific like checkpoints, and so long as you're able to like hit those specific checkpoints and go to the end, then you can just do that. The only checkpoint that matters though is the fact that you hit the start and end of the section. For the sake of marathon safety as well, I also triggered God Ratchet again in my setup here, because you have to do this both without dying and without getting hit, which I might be saying, what's the difference? Good question. I don't know why there's two separate ones like that. Regardless, God Ratchet prevents us from getting hit, and because we can't actually lose health in God Ratchet, it prevents us from dying on the open lava. So if I were to drop enough heliridges, I could actually just lava bounce here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Hey, Ratchet, I'm gonna do
I'm ready whenever you are, Torp.
Alright, I am loading in Sargasso right now. I guess once I get control in Sargasso, I'll pause.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can count you all down.
I'll do a save right before we go to time, if that's all right.
Sure, yeah.
And then I'll just do the pause on the save screen.
Yeah, just let me know. Or you can count it down yourself if you want.
All right. We'll pause kill in 3, 2, 1, now.
All right, that is again not the end of our show. We have a bit more of Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction with our two great runners tonight. We do have a couple announcements, 3 in fact. First one, Black in a Flash is a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black voices in the speedrunning scene. Learn more or apply to get involved at gdq.gg/BAF and follow at blackinaflash.bsky.social on Blue Sky for the latest updates. Also, Games Done Queer is coming up October 31st through November 2nd, highlighting queer and LGBTQIA+ runners, benefiting the Lambda Legal Defense and Education Fund. Volunteer submissions are live until September 22nd. That's next Monday. Visit gdq.gg/volunteergdqueer to volunteer for the event. And finally, for this batch of announcements, looking to get more involved with the GDQ community? Join the official Games Done Quick Discord and add the Hotfix role to stay in the loop on upcoming events, chat with staff, and more. Use !Discord in Twitch chat for an invite and more info. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back again. Welcome back to Think Fast, the speedrunning game show of fast times and sharp minds. If you're just joining us, I'm your host, Swoos. In case you forgot how the game works, it's not enough to simply beat the game the fastest. Our runners are answering our trivia questions as they play, and the more questions they get correct, the more seconds we take off their final time. Once again, everybody watching at home, feel free to play along in chat. Again, after the break, we have Torp ahead in both game and trivia. The trivia times are 2:55 for Torp and 2 minutes for Killa, so not too bad, but we have a lot more questions in this final little bit of the run. In which case, are y'all ready to continue for the final bit of the run?
This is where it's going to be fun. This is about 15 straight minutes of locking in.
Go ahead and distract Torp as much as you want.
I can and
Oh, no.
Well, we got to start, so let's do so.
All right.
In 3, 2, 1, continue. All right. So I guess just briefly explain why you need 15 minutes of locking in.
So Sargasso is basically going to be the really big cleanup split. There's a total of 15 weapons in this game. All of them go up to V10. We have probably about 137 weapon levels to do. As you saw before, Dino Grind is going to be the big wave of how we get a lot of weapon experience. And yeah, you're seeing like it already happen. We have to balance the fact that the dino is still constantly taking damage too. If it runs out of actual health, we permanently kill the dino.
That sounds not good.
I've knocked out probably half the total grind already. Granted, the back half of the grind is actually the harder part.
Well, in that case,
Okay.
Pretty laser.
it's distraction time. The 2014 film Interstellar is known for having one of the best depictions of what? Something we had not seen before a famous photo taken in 2019.
Multiverses?
Nope.
Said,
I get Interstellar and another one of those mixed up.
wait, what was the end of the question again?
I'll just repeat the whole thing. The 2014 film Interstellar is known for having one of the best depictions of what, which is something that we had not previously seen until a famous photo was taken of one in 2019.
Part of me just wants to just like assume like a black hole or something,
It is.
but I don't think it's that.
Nope. You didn't have to say you don't think it is, because it is.
Just the first thing you came to mind, because I remember seeing something about like I could have sworn that was later.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly how like they like generated their black hole in the film. I know they like used like proper relativity equations and stuff, so it was as accurate as it could have been. And then yeah, there was not really a picture of a black hole, but like a lot of like composites of like what one would look like or does look like. So yeah, Interstellar, scientifically sound movie, maybe. There you go. Starting your.
All right, I'm just gonna take the L here. I'm already messing up Dino Grind. I'm also pretty sure that I'm missing experience on the magnets, so I might need to back that up too. This is the single hardest part of the run. All right, he's in a position.
Let's see if I get better RNG than the last boss fight I had. Because the last boss fight decided to give me like pretty much the worst RNG, giving me the weak spot at the end.
Yeah.
All right, Plasma Beast did nothing for me. All right, we have to balance the fact that we don't have that many Groovatrons. What's crazy is from doing this grind, we actually get the golden Groovatron, which gives us infinite Groovatrons. So it's one of those things where it's like, gee, thanks, I wish I had this sooner.
Useful at some point.
Yeah,
No, actually, the golden Groovatron is straight up useless for the run.
All right.
So yeah, the reason why this ends up being a little bit of a pain to like try to like negotiate is because I'm just gonna do this and just kind of improvise on the weapon grind a little bit. He might be dead. That's a problem. Okay, he's there. Okay, that was scary.
Well, hey
I'm actually gonna finish out the V5 grind because like the fact that I was missing about 2 weapons. Oh no, I got it.
Son.
Nice.
All right. But yeah, basically what's going on is the dino's dying every frame. That's why I like the experience like so much, and especially in New Game Plus where everything's like multiplied further. Yeah, it's a fine line they have to skirt here because you actually want to kill the dinos eventually for the skill points, but you can't do it too soon or else you won't actually be able to get all your weapons leveled up. And there's only a couple dinos that actually like work well. Should be 10, 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9. I did too much damage to him. He's about to die. I need to cut this short. I threw myself off on my rhythm because I tried to salvage one of the dinos.
Thank you, Barge. Love knowing that you'll get in my way.
Killa, you've ran this for a long time. Is it no exaggeration to say that we both probably have like multiple, at least like a couple hundred hours practicing this trick?
In terms of grind, yes.
Wow. That is several. I've had a couple hundred.
What did I just get rid of? The gelinator. What's up?
I've had several hundred hours in entire games, let alone one trick or section. That's wild.
Did I just get... That never happens.
Say the line.
I just got the fusion bomb instantly leveled up.
From what?
From 6 to 10.
You mean like instantly, or are you talking
like all in one bomb?
Yeah, it happens.
I've never had that happen to me. All right, so now I'm going to be a little bit careful with this because we got to level the nanoswarmers now. And these, so a couple weapons, we have to tackle this in specific orders because certain weapons have like specific properties that you got to keep in mind, such as like companion fire, such as like lasting hitboxes, because like, you know, it's like they lays like a trap or something.
All right, how about this one? Ratchet and Clank joined which 2 party games as character skins in 2021 and 2022?
Fall Guys is one of them. I think Among Us is the other.
Those are both correct. It's like every property.
Not me wanting to say PlayStation All-Stars.
I almost said Hot Shots Golf, but that's been like 2005.
Well, funny you say that. Ratchet and Clank are a playable pair in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. What other games are represented by a playable pair of characters?
A Parappa the Rappa?
Nope.
By play.
Not as a pair.
Like one of the like Jack and Daxter, I think, also in All-Stars Battle Royale, right?
That is one.
That should,
I don't think it's a pair.
That should be everything in terms of weapons, right? I hope so because I killed the dinos. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Professor Layton isn't a pair, is he?
Nope. It's also not in All-Stars. This is
So yeah, we're talking about ASBR.
This is specifically DLC for the game. If you are familiar with PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale DLC, which I was not.
I'm familiar with base game.
Yeah, me too.
I'm familiar with none of it.
It is Gravity Rush.
Even though I brought it up.
Yeah. It was Gravity Rush. Both Kat and Dusty, the protagonists of Gravity Rush, are playable. I didn't know that game had DLC.
I'm in the wrong spot. This is not the right island.
It sounds very interesting, Torp. Please tell me more about your mishaps.
So the actual like really, really hard part of Sargasso's done now. Now it's like the big cleanup part. All right. Behold 6-axis. We actually have to like rotate the controller around to actually move the tornado. Worst weapon in the game.
Best weapon in the game.
But uses the 6-axis.
It's definitely the best weapon in the game. It's just underrated because people don't know how to tilt a controller.
It actually leads you to a fun fact about this game. You can turn everything in this game 6-axis wise off except the tornado.
Not allowed. You must use motion controls.
You must use motion controls for the tornado.
What if you don't have a controller that supports motion controls? Or you just out of luck?
I think it just kind of like coasts forward.
Okay.
I used to know this because I ran for a long time on a DualSense before we found out that like it reads as like just a Bluetooth like third-party controller,
right,
and therefore actually has the same dead zone problems as like any like Bluetooth or knockoff controller.
Oh.
I still play on DualSense because it feels good.
You're right that it does feel good, but I also like having very precise controls, so that's why I've kind of just like took the L. I agree with you though. The DualSense is a really good controller.
Oh no, they got pingined.
So now I gotta go collect this gold bolt here. We should actually be down to the last 2 gold bolts in the run.
Send a transmission to Kronk.
Can animation cancel that one? And I'm gonna do a little bit of a huge trick here. I'm gonna swoosh right into the next island by just heli raising instead of taking the robo wings. Every single time I hear swoosh, I think of like the Scooby-Doo YouTube poop where it's just like the watch me swoosh right in.
I've had several people ask me if my tag is based on that. It is not. It is just a coincidence.
Whoa!
But I cannot live that down, unfortunately.
Remind me to choke their parent next time we see him.
Oh. Granted, that's not the thing that people always remember from that. They tend to remember the "Am I glad he's frozen in there and that we're out here and that he's a sheriff and we're frozen in there and we're out here and I just remembered we're out here." What I want to know is where's the caveman. They remember that.
Of course, yeah.
As one does.
But,
all right,
do you remember?
No.
The 21st night of September?
That's coming up soon.
That's in 5 days.
Yeah. Before the first Ratchet and Clank game, which 4 games did Insomniac Games develop?
Disruptor and the first 3 Spyro games.
That's exactly right. Good
Jesus
job on that one.
Shout out Nick Astalos. Nick Astalos actually, I think, held Disruptor world record on PS1 or something like that. That or on Emmy, I'm not sure. Not only that, they also got a couple people to run it too. Not only that, but Nick also ran it at I want to say GDQ 2025.
I can
all right.
check.
I did not get head examiner. All right, so I'm losing time here because I stood on all the guys' heads and it did not give me the skill point. Well, that's definitely not helping.
Oh no. Todd is totting.
Oh no.
How's it going over there?
It's actually kind of crazy how many times this game has gotten like showcased. Because this is
Dino Grind.
Oh no.
What? You crashed?
Yeah.
Did you get Vacation Vendor?
No. I level 1 grind decided it wanted to crash.
I've never seen that happen. Well,
it's because I was spamming fire to get the nano swarmers leveled up. And I think I got the level up right as I died. Which normally isn't a problem. You can die and then respawn and then you get the level up right there.
Okay, which guy did not give me head examiner?
You gotta jump on all their heads.
This skill point is known for some very shoddy detection.
Well, normally you just have to stay on their head for a couple seconds. The couple seconds part is normally the part that worries people.
Yeah.
All right, well,
like I currently hold the fastest Sargasso in the community, and the thing is my Sargasso gold actually has this skill point breaking.
Seeing as I crashed
AGB
on
Dino
level 1 grind, I'm going to make a safety save because
I made my safety save right when we got ready for break.
But yeah, you were there already. I was not.
All right, gonna jump up here, and then now you might have noticed we got the skill point for extinction, and if you look, extinction kill all the Sargasso Grunthors. We still are missing a weapon. And I might be thinking, oh no, you just bricked the entire run. What if we told you that this game lies to you? This game lies. We don't even need to tell you that. That's already self-evident.
I believe it.
Lies and duct tape. That's what this game is.
Okay, I can go to 11. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then cut it in. So this game actually adheres to the scientific definition of extinction to actually determine the skill point.
I killed the dino.
Global thermonuclear war is a sign that we now have every single weapon. That is the Alpha Disruptor. We're still a little bit left to go. As Golden Children, we have every skill point. We have every gold bolt. We have a skill point for getting gold bolts.
Ow.
I'm gonna come around here. We're gonna climb up this rock, and we're gonna hit this bridge. That's a checkpoint. There is one more dinosaur. This adheres to the scientific definition of an extinction, where there is no way for the species to continue on. And we're just gonna hit him right where it hurts.
I mean, that's a good way to do it.
And he's gonna get stuck.
What is this?
We have level 5 Alpha Disruptor. We still need to level it up to 10 though. And get ready, get your bada bing, bada booms ready. Us and our 6 million raritanium. Oh, I'm tripping over my own inputs.
Lovely.
Oh, this is always the annoying one to fill out.
All right.
This technically isn't tracked for 100% in terms of like any skill points and stuff, but because like the 100% category is typically just do everything you can, it's our own little arbitrary community requirement.
Interesting.
Dude.
All right.
My cave dino is not having any of it today.
All right, I pushed him into the wrong spot, but so long as like the Groovitron timer has not lapsed whenever you push the dino into the mud, you can actually, if you die before the Groovitron timer actually lapses, you can actually just back yourself up.
All right, I got a Ratchet and Clank.
That is no up your arsenal.
Question.
That's actually really cool because I just got no up your arsenal, which is we have every single weapon up to level 10.
This one is about this game, though. Which 2006 event did Tools of Destruction first make an appearance with a nearly 2-minute trailer shown as a technical demo?
E3.
Axe?
It is not E3 or PAX.
There's not like a game developers conference thing, is there? GDs.
Yeah, it is.
There's a cinematic. I can cheat.
It is GDC. Yes. Yeah. Not
so
even
fun fact: we can actually go into like what is it? Cinematics. Where is it? Is it in here? Yeah, 2006 GDC. We actually could have cheated during the run and looked at it.
You definitely could have. That does further confirm that this answer is correct. That's good. But you did once again say, surely it's not this. And then it was that. I'm trying to
think of what it was. E3. Which one was the one that had Kerwin in the trailer? Because one of them had the money shot of like Kerwin, like looking next gen and everything.
I'm not sure.
All right, that's the Golden Groovetron. We now have infinite Groovetrons. We have no reason to make any more enemies dance.
No.
New Super Freeze.
Okay.
Flying Ragey, if you're in here, hello, that is for you.
Okay, well. If the run wasn't already over.
Where is this guy? There we go. All right, and then what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get the guy to show up, and we're gonna get Giant Hunter, and I'm gonna die in the process. We're gonna go to Kortog. This is basically the last little bit of cleanup. We did not have actually any leveled plasma beasts to do any of this with. There's one skill point we're missing on Kortog, which requires us to use the plasma beast, but because they suck as a weapon, we can only really do it after the grind.
Torp, I need you to win already.
I'm almost there, don't worry.
Are you just gonna call it when it's over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna come over here. We're gonna trigger the guys.
I am so far behind. It's not even worth trying to catch up.
That is fair. Can do a couple more questions while we're wrapping up here.
I did not get surface to air. All right, let's try this again.
There's still time. Cyberpunk 2077 was released in December 2020. In which year was it first announced?
I want to say like 2016 or something like that. I know that game got delayed for like years almost. 2017.
15? Nope. You'll get there, but
12.
2012.
I knew it was a long time.
Yeah. Its first trailer was in 2013.
Bizarre.
Yeah, it had a trailer in 2013 and then E3 18 and 19, and then it got delayed like 4 times after that.
And then they got blasted.
Yep. And I think they also kind of made a turn and people like it now.
Oh yeah, it's a lot better now that it got the New Vegas treatment.
Right.
All right. We actually have one. I'm going to double check on this. We should have just like the one skill point left, right? 680? Yes. It should be that and then... Or is it 750? I think it's 750. Regardless, I'll do like the checks after the run.
Yeah.
That's the fun part about Ratchet and Clank 100% categories though. They're brutal, but they're really fun.
It definitely seems that way. It seems like a lot of micromanagement, but it does look very enjoyable.
I gotta make sure I don't actually die here by running out of health.
I killed the dino. I did too much damage to it.
Yes, who did not actually buy
Golden Groovetron?
No.
The armor?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Is there an armor vendor on Fast soon?
No.
Oh, dang it.
No. Do we once again go back to the most percent category designator?
No, I'm going to get 100%.
All right.
I'm surprised I forgot about the armor. I was like, that would do way too much damage to me.
Not that you didn't have Trillium armor, you know, on you. And that's toxic for most people.
You did it, Ratchet. I'm coming in for
Best not to ingest it at all.
courtyard.
Hey, I have a question about dangerous materials. In which series can you find the material called carbonadium?
Ratchet, I just saw Tacky.
I'm just shaking my head.
Yeah.
Borderlands.
Nope. It is a large, I guess, kind of
Where's the closest armor?
conglomerate of media.
Sargasso.
Wait, I can just go back to Sargasso, yeah. I almost went to Mokau. I was like, wait, I'm not supposed to go there.
You can go to Kabalia. There's one on Kabalia. This
I did not
this
get the
is
Trillium
a
armor.
sad grind. Like, this grind is almost as sad as Barnaby's birthday.
There we go. I'll tell you what it is. I've been watching a lot of Ratchet and Clank 3, all collectibles lately, where getting the Infernox armor is considered one of the skill points in that game, but there's a thing that you can do. It's how it checks is that you equip the Infernox armor on the Phoenix. During Phoenix Rescue, there is actually a invisible a crate out of bounds that if you can get to somehow and break, it will give you the skill point without actually having to buy the armor. And I've been watching that where I'm like, okay, yeah, collectible category where you don't actually have to get the armor. So I distracted myself by being an active Ratchet viewer. Weird time losses have occurred.
Any further ideas for carbonadium? It is from a series that has a lot of fictional elements like this.
I'm honestly
First thing that came to mind was like the Marvel universe, because I'm pretty sure it's like adamantium or whatever, is like what Wolverine's claws are made out of.
It is Marvel, yep. And
oh my! How do I keep getting away with this?
You didn't say it probably wasn't Marvel. You said you were thinking.
I wrote it off as like a.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the cool clip.
I want to overflow my bolts because I can.
Yeah, there's definitely a less common material, and at least in one canon, it's what Deadpool's katanas are made out of, and it's a radioactive material, so that's fun.
All right, no, that means
this is how you don't dino grind.
Oh yeah, we never told the story of don't do dino grind at 3 a.m. I didn't. Okay, real quick.
It's about the same time.
Almost.
Okay, real quick, because I know Icy has this on his bingo card. Coordinates early. Imagine you're on a bus, and the thing is, you're taking the bus to another file, right? What the coordinates early is you're putting a trailer on that bus as you're taking it to the next file, and you're putting the coordinates in the trailer. There you go. Icy, enjoy your next bingo card, or next spot on the bingo card.
Next bingo card.
Yeah, Icy's already on the second.
I believe
bingo card.
He probably has already blacked out the first card.
Yeah, from what I've heard.
We got Hardest to Core. It's going to be time on fade out time.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well, congrats on finishing the run.
Sweet freedom.
Congrats on doing the run, Killa. Congrats on finishing the run tour.
I know your true name.
Oh,
all right.
He died.
If y'all have any shout outs, this is the most opportune time for them.
I've got a couple that I think Killa's gonna probably do a handful of them with me on. Robo is a huge reason as to why a lot of, like, especially the auto-scroller skip stuff is the way that it is. Huge shout outs to Mobius and 24/7 Yu-Gi-Oh! two of the other people who have had a significant part in this game's history. Yuki's the one that originally found the original version of auto-scroller skip that even started opening the door for file manifs in this game.
Shoutouts to Psychosis, really.
Yes.
On the biggest part of this game, which
Dino
is the Dino Grind.
Fun fact, that was found on accident. Like the experience part of it was found on accident because it was, what was it? Psych had like rage quit or run or something like that, and just like hit the dino with the whip out of anger, just because like that's what you do in like a game. And then all of a sudden it leveled up to like 3, and we're just like, obvious shout outs to Kill Womback as well. I would not be the runner that I am in this game today without Kill originally teaching me this game.
Yippee! I swear I'm not washed. Most of the time.
Really, just also the Ratchet and Clank community, like as a whole, is like super supportive, and like there's more than just this game. There's more than just like a small handful of runners. It's like a whole bunch of us like across the series that have been putting in a whole bunch of work. If it's possible, I can grab the link to the Ratchet Discord, and would it be alright if I put it in chat?
You should be fine. If not, I can post it.
Resources. Where in the world is the Discord link for this? Wait, I know what I can do.
Overflow my bolt, smuggler man.
Ratchet Discord. If you're ever looking into like getting into like any Ratchet and Clank speedrunning, I'm gonna send the link to Swoos so that they can put it in chat.
Sure.
And hop in there. Feel free to ask any questions, and we'll be able to like pretty much help you out like with what game you need. I don't really have any other shoutouts beyond like just plugging ourselves.
I mean, you can.
Like Killa said, they haven't done runs as much lately, but they're still pretty active, like streaming randomizers, and like we've been doing a bunch of archipelagos whenever we haven't been doing runs. You can follow Killa's Twitch above their I almost said above their model. And
it's
same thing on my end. I am currently trying to get sub 210 in this category. But that's basically going to be like where I'm actually going to probably be finishing my Tool of Destruction grind to learn some new stuff soon. I try to stream somewhat actively like a couple times a week myself. Not really much else to say there. Just like if you feel like giving either of us like a follow, always going to be very appreciated. But yeah, the biggest thing I recommend is go into the Ratchet Discord. Just like even if you just like look at stream promotions, like there's always going to be someone that's like either messing with the games or like actually giving them a go.
Well, thank you too for being on. It was a very fun time. Even though things may not have gone as well as you'd hoped. That's normal.
It definitely happens.
Oh yeah.
That is what we do here.
Like,
but that will be it for us on Hotfix tonight. A couple of quick announcements before we go. If you're curious about what's coming up on Hotfix, you can check out this week's schedule and explore our full season lineup at gdq.dg/hotfix. I'll even tell you what's going on tomorrow. But if you missed out on our Hotfix shows tonight, stay tuned for a replay of Game Over and Think Fast coming up right after the break. And tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, we will have Hidden Heroes, and following that at 10 p.m. Eastern, Express Lane. So if you're interested in those, come back tomorrow to see what they're cooking. Again, thanks y'all for watching. Thanks y'all for being on. Have a good night.
Thank you for having us.